What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Mark's Tech. So today I want to talk to you guys about the new 2020 11-inch iPad Pro. Now the actual body of this new iPad is pretty much the same thing as last year's model, except for that camera housing. The camera housing has two cameras on it. One is the wide and the other one is the ultra wide. Thank you, Apple, for realizing that no one needs telephoto. It's cool to have, but listen, if you had to pick, ultra wide is the way to go. Google. The kind of opaque circle you see here is pretty much the new Lidar sensor, which is just a more powerful version of the time of flight sensor used in many other phones, like pretty much a lot of the Android phones out there. So remember how before, when you open up a application that has AR, you have to scan the room pretty much? Well, with this Lidar sensor, you won't have to do that anymore, because the second you open up the application that takes into consideration of the LiDAR camera, it automatically knows the dimensions of the room pretty much. Kind of like how Apple showcased, to where you can see what furniture is going to look like how and what in the room that you are in. Now, personally, this seems kind of like a very niche upgrade. I mean, not many people absolutely need the LiDAR camera. They might use it a few times and that's pretty much it. But hey, an upgrade is an upgrade. And I guess if it's for the better, why not? I mean, do I think you should upgrade, your iPad just for it? No, absolutely not. But the cameras on the iPad are actually really, really impressive. They're actually really good. I mean, I will never take photos on from an iPad, but that's just me. I don't know about you guys, but if you guys do take photos from an iPad, here's a quick example of how they're going to be looking like. Things like Smart HDR, Quad LED, True Tone Flash, 4K 60, wide color, all of that is here. Internally, all of the iPad Pros this year come standard with 6 gigabytes of RAM. Thank you, Apple. Yes, that is very, very much needed. Additionally, we do have the new Apple A12Z Bionic processor. Where's the A13X? But the A12Z is definitely not a slouch. It has an 8-core CPU along with an 8-core GPU, and it has better thermal heat management than last year's iPad. So basically, it's like the best iPad ever made. Who saw that coming? The 2020 iPad Pro continues again as last year to have 4 speakers. There's 2 on each side, and guys, these again are by far the best sounding speakers on any tablet, and that's a fact. You can't even argue with me on that one. It is a pure fact. They sound fantastic. Now, in addition to the amazing speakers, Apple actually put in 5 high-quality studio microphones into this iPad. In fact, this entire video is recorded, the audio from the iPad. I have it right here. So this entire video was recorded from the iPad. Let me know what you guys think. Does it sound good? I don't even know yet. I guess I'll find out when I'm editing this. I think one of my favorite things at the moment is that finally the iPads are starting out at 128 gigabytes instead of 64 gigabytes. I'm happy because that means the iPhone 12 is also going to be at 128 gigs. So this iPad right now for 128 gigs, that is about $800. If that's not enough for you, you can go up to 1 terabyte for wait for it, $1,300. That's not even counting the LTE model. Speaking of LTE, there is no 5G on these iPad Pros. 5G is coming along later this year to the iPads. At the moment, we're stuck with, we're not really stuck with it. It's still really good. Gigabit class LTE. So listen, it's fast enough for 90% of people. Even with such a powerful processor, the iPad continues to get 10 hours of battery life. Now, obviously, this does depend on how you use the iPad. If you're going to be editing videos all day long, it's not going to last 10 hours. On top of that, the iPad does now come with Wi-Fi 6. Unfortunately, I can't test it out because I don't got a Wi-Fi 6 router, because you need one of those. So maybe my local Starbucks has it. I highly doubt it. Now, the coolest accessory to this iPad isn't even out yet. I think it's coming out in May, and that's the new Magic Keyboard. Listen, it's overpriced. I get it. I get it. I get it. You don't gotta leave me comments below saying, "Oh, Mark, but it's $300." I understand that, but it's so cool. First of all, when you put your iPad on it, it looks like it's floating from your perspective. Not only that, but it has USB-C pass-through charging, so you don't have to take up the one port on the iPad, so you can connect something else to the iPad and still have it charging via the pass-through charging. That's amazing. And it also has a light-up keyboard and the same scissor switch as the new 16-inch MacBook Pro. Yeah, $300 is very expensive and, ouch. But it's cool. But the part that really shocked me is that Apple is actually allowing for backwards compatibility with the new Magic Keyboard. That's right. If you got the 2019 iPad Pros, you can still use the new upcoming Magic Keyboard with those iPads. You don't need the newest iPads. That's amazing. What Apple is actually not forcing you to upgrade to use an accessory. What does this world come to? Oh my God. So listen, I'm going to put it this way. If you got the 2019 iPad, I don't really recommend upgrading to this one because, again, the only real difference is the Lidar sensor or camera. That's basically it. And I guess a better sounding microphone. But again, I don't even know how this sounds like. You guys are hearing this, so let me know if this sounds studio quality. Don't upgrade if you got the 2019. If you got the 2018, if you can sell it for a good price, maybe upgrade. I don't know. If you got an older iPad, and by older I mean like last year or 2 years ago, are you going to upgrade to this iPad? Let me know why or why not. A full review of this iPad is coming out shortly, and by shortly I mean in a few weeks, because I actually want to use this thing to really test out its true potential. But from first-hand impressions, it's a beast, but I also got the 2019 iPad in the next room. And I don't really see a huge difference straight off the bat, even when editing videos. I mean, the difference is very, very small. So again, guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this new iPad. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What's your favorite color? Anyway, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.